We all have them, those little quirks and tendencies that can sometimes trip us up in our interactions with others. Maybe you've been told that you interrupt too much, or maybe you actually haven't been told yet. Or maybe you have a knack for hovering over your team's every move, or asking your team for their input and then answering before you even give them a chance to speak. It's all good, because in this video, we're going to explore the art of better listening, the freedom of less micromanaging, and the respect for boundaries that will transform your professional life. That's right, we're diving into 3 habits that can stunt your growth and create unnecessary friction in your work and professional relationships. Let's get to it. The first topic we're going to cover is the power of truly listening. In a world of nonstop noise and distractions, true active listening has become so rare and is almost now a precious commodity. And this is coming from someone who studied the ins and outs of communication. Active listening is a true skill that can make all the difference in your career and in your personal life as well. I like to think of it like this. Communication is kind of like a tennis match. It's not just about serving your own points. It's about receiving and returning the ball with equal finesse. You with me? Listening is that crucial return shot, showing that you value the other person's perspective and you're actually engaged in the conversation. This means you're not just hearing words, but you're actually paying attention to things like nonverbal cues. You're also asking follow-up and clarifying questions, and you're just showing genuine interest in what the other person has to say. By doing this, you actually build a lot stronger bonds and a sense of trust, collaboration, and you'll get a deeper understanding of your colleagues, your clients, and just people in general. I remember I used to work for a manager who would literally spend 95% of meetings talking the whole time. And by the end of the meeting, the manager would ask for my thoughts, only to cut me off 15 seconds into me talking, or just cutting me off by saying, "Oh, we're out of time." Though this was a great manager, I do feel like their lack of listening not only held me back, but it actually held our entire team back, because even others were saying they felt like their voice was never heard and business decisions were only being made by one person's input. And you're talking about adult working professionals who are experts in their field. Let that sink in. Now, on the flip side, the best and most respected manager I ever worked for, and luckily this was an early mentor of mine, did the exact opposite. He rarely spoke in meetings and only spoke when he needed to. Though he didn't speak much, every time he did speak, his words held weight and everyone listened. And he was highly respected. I was always told that the more you talk, the more chance you have to sound stupid. It's crazy how much smoother things go when you take time to truly hear what others have to say. So catch yourself next time you start rambling, or when you're in a conversation and you're interrupting, or you're only thinking, when is it my turn to talk? Next topic, breaking free from micromanagement. Micromanaging is kind of like that overprotective parent who always wants to tie their kids' shoelaces after they already learned how to do it themselves. Micromanagement truly stifles creativity. It breeds so much resentment, and ultimately, it hinders your team's ability to thrive. Come on, imagine a music conductor tapping their baton on every musician's instrument, trying to control every note. It just won't work. You end up just getting noise and not a beautiful symphony. What this boils down to is trust. You have to trust that your team can do their job. I try to tell people that when you constantly micromanage, not only does this demonstrate lack of trust, but it also prevents your team from developing their own skills and taking ownership of their own work. Instead, just focus on setting clear expectations, providing the necessary resources, and empowering your team to take initiative and solve problems independently. The next topic we're going to cover is the art of respecting boundaries. Now, in the professional world, Boundaries are kind of like that invisible electrical fence that define our personal and professional space. And respecting those boundaries is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships and a positive work environment. I like to think of it as we all have our own personal bubble. And when someone invades that space without permission, it can start to feel real uncomfortable and sometimes even intrusive. Respecting boundaries means being mindful of other people's time, their personal space, emotional needs, and just their room to breathe. So this really includes respecting work hours, avoiding unnecessary personal questions, and being mindful of communication preferences. By respecting boundaries, you create a better culture of trust and mutual respect, where everyone feels valued and comfortable. I remember I was once on this fiber networking project, and the manager told me, yes, this work is extremely urgent, but if no one's gonna lose their life, it could probably wait until tomorrow. And this resonated with me because even when work is slow, there is always work to do. And to keep your mind healthy and not stressed so much, you can always attend to other people's needs. There's been times when I've gotten direct text messages to my personal phone, starting off with, sorry to text you on a weekend. But in reality, it's like, no, you're actually not sorry. And frankly, if business is not operating on a Sunday, this probably could have waited a few hours. Not respecting someone's personal time is a selfish act. You have to ask yourself, can it wait a little bit longer? Now look, I understand when you're an entrepreneur or you're running your own business, work is all around the clock. But at a minimum, consider the folks that you're working with and just don't be that person. There you have it. 3 habits to break free from on your road to riches and your journey to professional growth. You want to improve your listening skills, loosen the reins of micromanagement, and respect those invisible fences we all call boundaries. By soaking this up and embracing these principles, you'll not only enhance your own career, but you'll also create a more positive and productive environment for everyone around you. And remember, these aren't just skills, they're nuggets to keep you ahead and to give you the keys to unlocking deeper connections, stronger teams, and a more fulfilling career. Breaking bad habits is a journey and it's not a destination. It really does take time and effort and a willingness to learn and grow. But the rewards are well worth it. So take that first step. Choose one of those habits and commit to making a change. Your future self will thank you. For homework, my recommendation is to try for a week. Focus on truly listening in your next conversations. Put away your phone, think about eye contact, and feel yourself being present in the moment. See how it transforms your interactions and strengthens your relationships. Thanks for watching, y'all, and see you in the next one.